Hmm. Good, Yoshi. I'm good, brother. I'm good. No complaints. Trying to survive these markets mentally. What's good, Ant? What's good, NQ Mine? For now, we're gonna be bullish. What's up, Zicky? Good, Dragos. Good, Rod. Good, RS6. RS6. Car in here, bro. Morning, brother. Ready to trade if on model forums? There you go, brother. How was Bice doing today? That's funny. I'm gonna be bullish until proven otherwise. Can you please make your voice louder? It's too low. I can barely hear you. Yeah, I can make it louder. That should be a little bit better. I can make it a little bit better. Good morning, champ. Good morning, brother. Let's go, Kispe. Let's go to Agami. Top question. What is your religion? I'm Muslim, brother. Cool. All set. Why does it keep? We're gonna be bullish for now until proven otherwise. I think this could possibly be your weekly low. I'm definitely not bearish higher time frame. I mean, that's for sure. Not enough yet. We also have an S&T right here. So could we move? Could we frame high probability shorts today? Yeah, we could, but I'm gonna be focusing on probably longs until we get some maybe more information, and then it's like way more clear, you know. Nope, haven't finished trading the zone. I was actually reading last night. It was very nice to read. What do you think about forex trading? Futures is better data, better centralized. You don't have to deal with broker spread. Just setting up my accounts. Just give me a sec here. Oh, I see. That's why. Okay. Sweet. Gold? No, bro. We don't trade gold. All right. Let's make sure that's good. All right. Let's do it, boys. Let's go, Corgi. BPR on 50-minute for a buy. It's possible. So, what time is it? 9:19. All right. Let's get a couple more minutes before we break down what I'm looking at, and then we trade. Yeah. Yeah. Today was high impact news, so hopefully we get some nice volatility. We still have a large rain to go. Whenever I see Asia go like this, I'm expecting a better day. Oh, apple juice is just too good, man. It's too good. Nothing compares. The dollar could even potentially go lower. On YM, we actually got the full CISD, so it is something to be cautious about. What's good, brother? Isn't high impact news? Yep, should be good. Good, Norval. What do you think for today? For now, bullish, but we could be proven otherwise. I'll talk about it in a couple minutes as we get closer to open, just so I don't have to repeat myself. But we'll see. We shall see. What I will say is if today closes bullish, then we're gonna have a very clean daily bias going into Friday. And that'll just be like very obvious, you know. So that would be nice for Friday. Today is the kind of day where it's gonna let us know if it's like that decision day. We're trying to frame a reversal on the higher time frame, but on the lower time frame. So that's the issue. But I mean, we're day trading, right? So we don't have to capture the whole range to find a nice trade, which is nice. Good S. Now bullish, yeah. We'll give it like one more minute, let people join up, and then I'll cover what I see. Chilling, brother. Good. I'm good, brother. I'm good. I was reading yesterday, and I was actually getting really into it. It was great. Good, Garrett. Yep, I'll give an explanation. Just give it like a couple more minutes. I just don't want to have to repeat myself when people join, and then they're asking me, "Are you bullish or bearish or why?" Because once I'm trading, we're gonna keep chat off. Today we're gonna keep chat off. Yesterday I got a little bit complacent. We're gonna be trading Nasdaq futures and Q futures. 9:23. Yeah, we'll wait till like 9:25. I'll cover what I personally see, what I put in my daily outlook for today, and we will go from there. Bitcoin's 111K. Oh my days. Oh my days. That's crazy. Damn. Cool. Very nice. Very cool. I don't usually check stocks, but that's not too high, is it? Hmm. What time do you have London session and ICT? It's 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Eastern time. I saw the Pacers game. Absolutely insane, brother. Absolutely insane. I'm just watching it flags. I'm too broke to buy. You had Pacers money line as well. Not gonna lie, I did a live bet Pacers money line in the fourth, but then something else missed, some other stupid shit. All right, we'll cover bias. I'm gonna cover why I'm a little bullish for today. Bullish for now. Now, the reason it's difficult to confidently say, yeah, it's so obviously bullish, is because we're trying to frame the weekly reversal on the lower time frame, which is not ideal. It's just not ideal. So we're still inside that daily bullish fair value gap. We have not inversed it, right? We have not inversed it. That's key. ES, however, a little bit more bearish, coming in all the way down here. Now, that could either be a bullish indication or bearish. In my opinion, I personally think the weekly candle could reverse here. So this is the weekly candle. I think it can flip bullish. I think it's possible. We took out Wednesday's low. We're still respecting 50% of the daily bullish fair value gap. And we have an SMT from Tuesday, May 13th low. And we left equal highs above. So a lot of reasons to potentially be bullish. Thursday reversal consolidation. Thursday reversal profile where we consolidate early on in the week. Thursday takes out the low and then we expand. The good news is if we're bullish, it should be very obvious. It shouldn't be lingering around here because we have a long ways to go higher. So I don't see it wasting any time. If there's a true smart money reversal, we should be seeing speed. Even if I'm wrong about my bias, we have a high probability objective, which is previous PM session high, which is right there, which is also just this huge imbalance. So even if I'm wrong, we can probably find a decent trade towards this level. On top of that, we have accumulation pre-market at midnight open. Asian range 1.25 standard deviations hit. That's a pretty decent manipulation below Asian range. And then we have that quick recovery, changing the state of delivery on the 15 off of previous day's low, which is also below midnight opening price. So daily Po3 potentially could expand here. And if this was to expand, I'm looking at -1 standard deviation. So maybe this premium CIBI, -1.5, and then -2 premium daily. This could be your weekly standard deviations, potentially. Now, what would really confirm that idea? It's probably going to require a little bit more. Maybe an hourly market structure shift here or something. 30-minute, I don't know. This 50-minute CISD is not enough. We could still just take out this high. Like, we could still just take out this high and then fall over. But I'm still favoring the longs. We're still inside the daily discount PD array. We're expecting 50%. Yeah, we had a big move down on Wednesday, but that could have been weekly manipulation. Just inducing shorts. And that would fit the narrative really nicely because we left perfect equal highs right here. So to me, that just fits the narrative really nicely. I think this potentially could be reversal. So we'll see. I'm going to be bullish until proven otherwise. I don't want to see this low get taken. I don't think it should come here. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see, ideally, probably this 30-minute bullish fair value gap hold. And that's it. So that's going to be the plan. Going into market open. Now, Even if I was bearish, I wouldn't be shorting probably near the open. If I was bearish, we'd probably have to come up into here for me to even consider a short anyway. So we also get protected in that sense. People were questioning about 9:45 PMI. Nope, it's not going to be too crazy of a candle. It'll be maybe decent. It depends. Honestly, it changes. Sometimes PMIs are an orange folder, but it's not like an NFP or CPI or anything. You might get like, I don't know, you might get a little bit of something like this big one maybe. Like maybe something like this. I wouldn't expect more than like 50 to 60 points. But I mean, it's a news candle. You never know, man. If they wanted to send it 1,000 point, man, you never know. Maybe Trump will say something at the exact same time. No, I'm not gonna have to wait till 10. Now, if we're getting to like 9:57, 9:56, maybe like if we start getting that there, I'm probably just gonna say, okay, I'm gonna wait. But if I can find my model before, I don't mind holding through. I don't mind weathering the storm, depending on the trade. So I don't have like a fixed rule for 10 a.m. news. I usually don't place it right before. The idea is usually if I can see the trade moving in my favor before the news candle, I'll take it. And if it starts consolidating, I'm just going to close it early and trade after news. You know. Would I recommend that on a funded that you're trying to be very consistent with, or a live account? No, I probably wouldn't. Probably would not do that. It's not 10. Well, there's 10 a.m. existing home sales. There's also 9:45 flash manufacturing. So it's significant enough. Anyways, you guys know the drill. Today we're locking in. Why did I project? Why did you choose today's New York morning range? This is below midnight opening price on the 15-minute time frame, and it could be potentially a weekly manipulation. Anyways, you guys know the drill. I'm gonna minimize chat. I'm gonna lock in here. Yesterday we kept opening chat. I got a little bit distracted. I'm not gonna blame that for me missing my model, but I was distracted without the less. So we're gonna try to focus up here the entire session. Everything here looks good. Should be good. Everything's pumping off open, looks like. All right. So, yeah, that's the idea. Regular trading hours, opening range gap, 1 minute chart, easiest way to market. Closing price, opening price. Finally, I marked it up correctly. And then, if we open below a liquidity pool, no, so we don't use that fair value gap as first presentation. We wait for the one after in regular trading hours. Now, if we get it, did we trade into the 30-minute? We did. Honestly, if this gives a CISD, I might go in with a quick long. If it gives it to us. It touched the 30-minute. It did take out the low. And I'm expecting really bullish price action. It's early, but I don't mind it. So I think we might just take this. See if it comes back a little bit lower. So we got the breaker. It'd be hard to get a good fill here. Kind of hard to get a decent fill. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I don't think we're gonna come back for us. Had to buy it right there. I didn't even have time to calculate risk. Just be patient anyways. 1,000. It's gonna be a first presentation. Nice. So if we get an OB here, we can. Oh, never mind. It doesn't even meet criteria anyway, so we'll see. Touches that fair value gap. Let's say we got a fill around here. 41 points. Call it 12. Call it 12. Okay, I don't mind the potential double purge idea here. So if we move even lower, that's like best case scenario. But we don't have to. We don't have to move lower. I'm going to remove this 30-minute 50 marker and just focus on the opening range gap, because they're pretty much aligned. I don't need both. All right, seeing a nice move down. It's always good. We're trading into that 30-minute, 15-minute. Damn, so we're really going. I want to see if we've made it into a discount of the range there. So we did get into discount. We're at the Asian range low. I wouldn't expect this to go too much lower if we're bullish. Keyword if. Being patient here. Nothing here yet. This is your first presentation. We don't even need to mark out the opening range. I mean, yeah, we'll keep it. Actually, we'll keep it. Quite hard to see. Okay, so yeah, we traded all the way into that discount 15, filling in the inversion inside that discount 15. One right here. If we get an inversion here, we're also trading into this old breaker. If we get an inversion here, I will go long. Inversion of first presentation, classic model, double purge. We'll go in with 12 and 6. We just didn't quite get the inversion on that candle, unfortunately. I don't want to go in preemptively, but if we wait too long, we may miss a fill. But there's always a CISD here. So better to be patient. Like, you can't fear, like, if it just goes, it goes. You know, what are you going to do? Cry? Better to just wait for the actual model to form. -1 aligns pretty nicely. So it looks like it'll be a 12 and 6 micro idea. Notice how we did not get the inversion there. It's not time yet, potentially. Good. Things said there. All right. So nothing really yet. I mean, we've opened, put in a high, equal highs. I like that. Buy side, sell side. If we get an inverse of first presentation, that'll be a buy signal for me. In fact, I could probably treat this as a bullish order block as well. Use that for a stop loss placement. Because on the 15-second chart right now, we're just retracing into a fair value gap. So if we do get closure above here, I'm treating that as a bullish order block. We can put the stop at the low. That'll be a 12 micro trade. If we get that closure above, I'm in. We just didn't get the closure above, so not yet. The longer we get to 9:45, the more enticed I am to waiting. we might have to wait for news here. I think we might go sideways. The fact it's overlapping consistently, that overlap is not what you want to see. So I'm going to be waiting for news. Better safe than sorry. We have a long session to go. If I'm right about my bias and it really is going to be a full expansion, then it should take some time. You know, we have risk like coverage. You know, we don't have to foam up or anything. It's not like we have a super high probability draw that's right there. I mean, those equal highs are nice though, but better to stay patient and be sorry. Consolidating inside first presentation. I'm just curious, did we trap into OTE? Not quite. If we use the body. Yeah, we may get a lower low, but we did go into discount. Not that it matters, I don't really use that, but alright, see how overlapping this is? Yeah. Don't get tripped. Don't get tripped up. Just stay patient. If we inverse first presentation now, I'm not really inclined to take it. Took a little bit too long. Low probability when it takes that long. Especially with news at 9:45. So best to just wait. Hopefully it's not one of those morning sessions. They're very range bound. Gotta go to the bank today. Make a deposit. Here we are inversing first presentation. Is that buy criteria? There's a 30-second breaker in there. 3 minutes until news. It's not the best. It's a pretty deep stop loss as well. We'd have to drop this to 10. It's a little bit too aggressive, man. 3 minutes until red folder news. I think this could potentially pump, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. We gotta wait for news. Promote good habits here. These highs are so nice. I wouldn't mind to see a lower low on the premise that people went in long early here. We get stopped and then the real move happens after news. Like that would be an A+ scenario for me. But like I said, we already touched in that discount. We really don't have to make a lower low, but it would be nice. Feeling good that I did not go long right now. Yes, that feels really great. Because if I went long, I would be getting stopped out probably. My stop would be at the 21138 order block low. so we can watch that and see. We'll see if it would have stopped us or not. The stop would have been right here. Order block low. 1 more minute till news. I'm definitely not, going in long now. So just a reminder, if you guys have any questions on my model or anything, first of all, everything you can find on YouTube or in my Discord, but if you have any questions, when I'm actually trading live, I do my best to not read chat. Now, sometimes I do have to open my stream because I do record. I'll happen to see chat, so I'm reading this right now. Gems is my model, brother. I think break even is a good idea. Yeah, personally, just because it's news, but I don't want to persuade your trading. You should follow your model, follow your trading system. But yeah, when I'm trading live, I don't have chat open. I don't read chat. I'd be too distracted. I would trade a lot worse. So I don't read chat. Don't read chat. So if you have any questions, you can message me on Discord or whatever the case may be. By the way, I finished the PDF. This is probably gonna be my last PDF for a while, but I finished the PDF. That was the what's it called? My full trading system. So I posted it in my Discord a couple days ago. I said if this post got 50 likes, I'll post a full breakdown of everything about my trading system, not just the entries. The post did pretty good. I guess we got way more. We got almost double. I guess someone stopped at 522 or whatever. Anyways, so I did the PDF. I have the PDF done. It covers literally everything. My routine in the morning, my full trading model. Now, I'm not teaching in this. I'm not teaching my model. That's already on my YouTube. I'm not teaching my entries. It's already on my YouTube. Everything's already been taught. But I'm going to just make one video kind of, I guess, summarizing and organizing all my thoughts. Basically just telling you guys exactly how I trade. So when people ask me stuff, oh, sweet. We got an Alpha Features discount coming up. Anyone in the UK? We'll probably run another Alpha Features giveaway. Plus, they're gonna have a 25% discount. So we'll run that. We'll run that today. You're in the UK? Yo, how many hours until midnight UK? Do you know the answer to that? Nine. I think it's, yeah, 8 or 9. 10. Like 9 and a bit. Wow, this is tough, more tough open. 14:47 UK time. Okay, cool. So we'll probably run another giveaway and it's gonna be another 25% sale off Alpha Futures account. So stay tuned for 9 hours. Stay tuned for 9 hours. I know some people were messaging me when the next discount coming. Pretty uneventful open, man. Pretty uneventful opening range, but that's fine. Wait for the opening range. Let it do its thing. Focus on 10 a.m. going into the macro. This is like people who are saying a lot. I know you guys probably saw it on social media. They were saying it's the worst morning session they've seen all time. If it stayed like this the entire time, that would be the worst morning session. And I've seen this before multiple times, multiple times. So I wasn't too shocked about the last couple. And you know what? It may not even be a good thing that I know that exists because you know what I've realized when you backtest so much, you get experience with like really bad tough markets, and it kind of gives you like a sense of like hesitation or fear. Because I'm in the back of my mind sometimes I'm like, okay, this could be very choppy, this could be very choppy. And then I'm all of a sudden like backtesting so much choppiness and rough price action. And then like when it's actually time to move, I'm like hesitant. You know? The sale's only gonna be 24 hours, so it'll be flash. Anyways, looks like we're expanding towards the minor buy side. Nothing to go long off of. I don't even know if I can trust this low. We do have a breaker here. This is like very untrustworthy price action. Could be a protected low. I mean, this is your minor buy side. I'm looking at this level right here. Thinking maybe something like this. I don't even get a fill there. What is this, man? This is like almost frustrating, but you gotta stay calm. It usually just sideways and then just pumps. Sure, we could have went long off first presentation inversion and post 945, but like that's way too sloppy. And then now it delivers. Gotta stay patient, see if it comes back for us. We gotta find a protraction model now. And I would probably trust it, even though it took out buy side. Kind of trusting my higher time frame bias. Retracement here, inversion out of the range, we go long. This becomes an order block, like we could technically go long there. I really don't want to go long on this order block. Way too far. Maybe too tempted that I might seek a deeper discount. Or the fair value gap that's forming on the 2 minute, for example. I like the 2 minute here. Here's the 2. This is your breaker. I wonder if we get all the way there. Top loss placement is just weird here. Like we'd have to do something like this. Quite aggressive. It would look something like this. Don't really like it. Yeah, I don't really like it. I like the 3 minute. If this can make a lower low, that'd be great. But I mean, let's see if we get the OB. ES has some ways to go for the buy side at least. So yeah, it's just gone probably. We didn't even get the OB, man. This could go all the way up to the daily equal highs, to be honest. It really could, depending how bullish it stays. Oh. Unfortunate price action. Almost 10. I really wanted to find a long towards this objective because even if we're not bullish higher time frame, this is probably going to get taken. Like this was just a high probability draw on liquidity. It doesn't look like we'll be able to get it out. Maybe if we get a fill on this fair value gap, it's technically still a protraction model, but our stop would have to cover. It's not the best risk to reward. to look for. Really just not the best risk to reward. This market is really testing. Really testing. We get another protraction model, we could try it. Doesn't look like it'll give it to us, man, unfortunately. I wanted long off the OB here. It failed all the way up there. We wanted to wait for something in here, but besides this inversion at 949, there really wasn't much. Once we got the breaker block, which was here, I guess we could have taken it on this candle, 951. Could have taken it at 951, but that's a tough entry. That's a tough entry to take. It's a tough entry. After all this. Tough, tough. Like we know exactly where it's gonna go almost every single day these last 2 to 3 weeks, and it's just been either super choppy or very one-sided expansion, where you have to take an entry that's just hard to trust. And then every time my model forms, the risk to reward is just not there, right? I mean, I'm not gonna take it like this. Not even 1R. Which is way too sloppy in here. I guess you can view it as distortion. Nonetheless, model formed. I mean, for me, the best entry was probably 951. Looking back, so hard to trust after this though. Like I'm not sweating that. This is probably gonna be a breakaway. But can't say it didn't play out. Can't say the model failed. I actually think it's possible this pumps all the way towards the daily equal highs. I know there's a lot of bearish or a lot of premium array, but this looks like a reversal to me. Maybe this 15 that's forming, and pretty much everything we wanted played out. Like we called out this low, we called out the reversal from this fair value gap, we called out a long from first presentation inversion, and if we missed that, the CISD, but it just didn't form nicely, you know. The risk to reward wasn't there for this objective, which is my low hanging fruit. It's way too choppy in this price action for me to trust this inversion. Same with the CISD. but it's okay. There's the buy side on ES. Even that first entry that formed would have never actually been stopped out. If I wanted to take that, it would be stopped there. We respected 50%. Macro's over in 5 minutes. Did we get to -1? No, we still have a ways. That's -4 of Asian range. Like, we're already getting to that extent where we're too far up. We're getting to that extent where we're too far up. Like, -4 is rare. I don't want to be looking for trades towards -4 Asian range. Then again, could be. Cool. Oh. Probably take out the previous PM session high here, which is all the way here for ES. Quite a way. If I was bearish, this would be a very nice setup the way it's forming, but not really bearish if I'm being honest. We'd have to wait and see. See what chat's saying. Too high on premium. Yeah, we need to retrace. It's good, Drake. He's a very reasonable trader. It's just I know exactly what I'm looking for. Why didn't you trade first presentation if you didn't care about there was something marking? It's too choppy in here for me to trust the inversion at 949. For example, it inversed here, very sloppy, deep retracement. Then it almost came inverse, wicked all the way through, and came back. Then it inversed again. I wanted to see more than just a closure above. It's not enough criteria. Not after all this chop. And I want to get a long in here, but didn't really offer good enough risk to reward. It's tough. No, you're valid, Ryan. It's not a bad trade, bro. It's not a bad trade. It's a really good trade, bro. It's a really good trade. The idea is there, right? It's your protected low. Even if you didn't take it at 949 and you got it at 950, even 951, 951 is probably the best. Closure above this, take it at 951. I want to see this as a fake short. Now, I may be wrong in my bias there, but I want to see this fake, people. But if I was bearish, this is your CISD. You could literally short that right now. But I want to see a fake short. I guess into the 10-minute, that's probably the best looking for value gap there. So we'll just have to wait. Just gotta wait. I still believe there's objectives higher. It is quite expensive, but classic buy day, right? There's no 5-minute unicorn. There's a breaker, but there's no unicorn. No unicorn entry, at least. Boom. All right, seeing some movement lower. 10-minute bullish for value gap is there. So I'm looking at like this one, for example. Why this one? It's in the upper portion of the 10-minute. The nice clean fair value gap. You want to be really prudent. There's a 5-minute there as well. But we're just going to use the 1-minute. Unless there's a cleaner one. Three minutes, quite clean. 6 minutes, really clean. 7 minutes, pushing it. All right, on a real note, let's just mark it here. So we'll see. Some people will definitely be shorting this if they're bearish. I know that much. And that's okay. You should trust your bias. Always trust your bias. Until proven otherwise. I mean, everything. If I was bearish, like, this is a good setup, which is why I'm a little bit skeptical here because -1 standard deviations. We hit previous PM session high. We have the S&T there as well. Asian range standard deviations aligns. Premium from yesterday's range. We're also kind of overextended in terms of Asia session. The higher time frame tells me this is potentially a Thursday reversal. So Thursday reversal, you expect this. Okay, we're gonna have a 15-minute right under us now. That's gonna be the best one to frame this off of. This always happens. Hopefully it doesn't give me an inversion before it touches the 15. I mean, for me to even get in long, it would have to be all the way up there. Actually, it's 2-minute right there. Could go off the 2-minute. But hopefully it doesn't just pump right now. That would suck. 10 seconds. All right, there it is. It would stay a breakaway, to be honest. I wouldn't even be surprised because it already touched the 10. It already went down into inefficiency. So I'm watching this 2 minute. Perhaps something is offered at that level. It's also a small 1 minute right there. We can make a lower low here. Damn, how small is that? Small. There's also the breaker here. This is a 5 minute unicorn. I want to find my entry somewhere in here. I like this order block holding. The reason I like this order block is because it's in the upper portion of the 15. See, I gotta fill around here. The 40 point. This could potentially be a 12. You know, let's keep it at 10. Maybe add. We trade into the 15-minute bullish. We'll find out soon if we're right about higher or not. We don't know. And my model hasn't formed for longs. There isn't really any clear fair value gap. I like us wicking at this level. Like, if I don't want to see closure below here, that'll be a 3-minute CISD and the inversion. He with YM. Never mind. I'm a liar. No SMT. Are you patient here? I don't want to go to the bank, bro. I hate the bank. Gotta make sure I got all the information. For some reason, my online banking doesn't work every time I want to make a deposit or a withdrawal. Not from my bank account, but from like personal accounts. I have to go to the freaking bank. Which is fine, I guess. Make sure I have all the paperwork. I don't mind chopping this here until 10:30. Consolidate all you want. I don't mind. 15-minute immediate rebalance formed on ES. Actually, it's not a 15-minute immediate rebalance. There's actually a fair value gap there. If we get a lower low here, CISD, I'll take a long without hesitation. Really couldn't give me the lower low. Honestly, the 5-minute's probably the cleanest one. Oh. I want the 15 minutes. If your model's there, bro, you don't even have to. You don't have to get anyone's approval, bro. As long as your model's there and you know what you're looking for. Good shit, Ryan. Yeah, I mean, shorts into the 15 is not a bad, it's not a bad short. It's just I don't know how low this can go, in my personal opinion. I don't know. It could go all the way down. It could stop right here. Alpha Futures does have an activation fee, yes. We are stuck between the bullish and bearish 4-hour order block. I don't really look at order blocks like that, to be honest. It's 4-hour bullish, and I don't really see any clear order blocks in here. There is an activation fee, yeah. Yeah, 10 AM power 3 is the idea. I want to see a flip, though. Like this. All right, we have an SMT in here now. So if we get expansion, could trust it a little bit more. We're getting too deep into this 15 now, right? Remember we said that the upper portion of the upper PD raise in the upper portion should be respected. So this looks like it may go lower if we get closure lower here. The fact that we're going this far low changes a lot. No trade to me, guys. No trade to me yet. Very deep. Could be a full reversal. I want to stay somewhat patient. That previous PM session marker was very nice. Very, very nice. Looks like it's really going all the way down. Really, really strong. 10 AM PO3 idea. Well, I will wait. I will wait. Looking at this imbalance. And 25. I haven't really abandoned my bias just yet. Yeah, if it keeps going lower, it is what it is. I just had the wrong idea. But I mean, we had the right idea, right? Previous PM session high was our main objective. We didn't manage to cash that, but could we still move higher? Hard to say. This would be my model for shorts. That was bearish. Play. So my bias just hasn't truly been abandoned yet. This hasn't been really invalidated, if I'm being honest. This could still just be a retracement. It's really hard to say. Like, I'm not gonna short it because I don't have a high probability bearish bias. Like, are we gonna take this low? I don't know. I really don't know. So I can't really short this if I want to follow my rules. Looks like the OB is holding. It would be a nice sell model. I can tell you that much. All the way to the sell side where we consolidated. Just not convinced yet. We may get burned longing this, but it aligns with my bias. Oh, let's see if we get the CISD. 2 minutes quite nice here if we get that clean inversion. Yeah, like I said, we might get burned, but it aligns with my bias. Gotta wait for closure. Even if it closes above, it's so weak. It didn't close above. See how it failed? Looks like a continuation short. That's what I'm looking at right now. It inversed. Alright, I'm gonna get in short here. Change my bias. I don't know what just happened. I shorted 10 by accident. Well, I didn't even get in on my accounts, so that's good. Alright, well, scratch that. I didn't even get in on the accounts. I just got saved by the fact that it glitched. Not gonna complain about that. Remove the executions here because I didn't even get in. I was gonna short this inversion here, but I have to give it a little bit more. We touched a 5-minute there, small 5-minute. All right, if we get a CISD here, we can try. I'm looking at this 5-minute, 1030 PO3 idea. Oh, 1030 opens, trades into the 5. If we get a CISD lower, I can trust it. Just have to wait for closure. We get the closure. It's good. We have a 10-minute above us as well. We can go there. That's fine. Right here. I'll just wait. I think I will flip my bias here though. Shouldn't have come down this far. Shouldn't have come this far down. So looking for a protraction. No CISD. Still sideways. So there we touched the 10-minute. Like I said, that was totally permissible. And now if we get closure, confirmation for me that it'll likely continue lower. And deviations will look something like this. I need to see that closure below. Still no closure. Slow, man. Slow. Very slow. Choppy. We got the 15-minute immediate rebalance, so we really shouldn't be making higher highs. 10:35. Maybe this gets delayed till 10:50. I don't mind being patient. I want to see this high get taken. This high right here. But it is really sloppy, so it might. Just gotta be a little patient. Just gotta see that follow through. Not quite there yet. Still no closure. I really like how sloppy it is. I like this high being protected. Oh, don't tell me it's just gonna go all the way down and not even give us an entry after all that being patient. So I'm looking at something like this. As like an easy trade. Obviously we have the full sell side here. Those equal lows. Possibility. Some T's at the lows there. I'm gonna wait for the next candle to open and trade. I'm gonna wait for the next candle. I'm not just gonna short it on open here. I'm gonna wait for it, see how it prints. Does it look like it's gonna speed up, take out the S&T? Or is it gonna put in a swing low? Watching it as a low. Okay, I'm gonna get it there. I don't know where my stop loss went. All right, we're gonna try this short 10:30 PO3 idea. What just happened? Okay, well I'm still in the short on the accounts, so it doesn't matter. This is the short idea. Pretend we're still in. I don't know what just happened, but it doesn't matter. We're in on the accounts. I got filled at 2123. So we got the CISD from the 10-minute bearish fair value gap. So 10-minute bearish, we got the CISD. Flipping my bias after taking previous PM session high. No signs of follow through, so I am thinking this is a reversal, and my eyes drop to those equal lows. I don't think, like I said, if we were going to get that weekly reversal, it would have been very obvious There is no time to sort of, I guess you can say dilly-dally is the word. So marking out this bearish fair value gap. If it stays open, it's really good. And I'm marking out that 1030 PO3 standard deviation levels. And then obviously you have this, which was your first. If we get something like this, I'll trail my stop. We never inverted that 15, which was kind of a red flag. So I wonder, I mean, if this inverses, it's actually my model on the contrary. If that makes sense. It's like on the opposite side, which would be quite interesting. But we left these equal lows on ES, so I don't think we reverse, but I don't know. We'll see. We really shouldn't be coming up here. If we make a higher high, this like truly invalidates the shorts in my opinion for the whole day. Yeah, I think this just goes higher, to be honest. I might even flip my position here. Tough to say. Let's see. Still in short, haven't been stopped. We did get the inversion there. Like, this is my model for longs. My model should not be forming for longs when I'm in a short, but I mean, let's give the swing high a chance. Yeah, I think this goes higher. I'm gonna flip my position here, unless there's a 15 above us. I don't trust it. We trade back to the high there. I'm gonna get in. Nope. Nothing. Nothing. Never took the high. Hasn't been invalidated. I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna sit and watch now. Because honestly, I don't know. I don't know where it's gonna go. Just tripping me up. Best to stay on my hands. Wait for the macro. Maybe it makes it become more clear. More clear. Nothing clear about this. I'm gonna have to wait for 1050. I'm gonna put on a second trade. And if it's not more clear by then, simply no trade. We're just at that pivotal point where it really could go either way. The short was looking nice, but this shouldn't have happened. So now I'm thinking it's probably going to stay neutral until something clear maybe. Or it just stays here, you know? That's okay. We have equal lows on ES. It's always a good target. 3 minutes, 4 minutes until the macro. And this is tough. Dangerous. Very dangerous. Neutral order flow, right? When we're respecting the discount array and the premium array, that's exactly what neutral is. Let's see what chat's saying. LOL. Guys are complaining because they blew their accounts trying to copy trade. Yeah, probably. Didn't you just flip your trade and lost? No, I didn't flip my trade. The price took minor SSL and it's on 5 and 5. It's on 5 and 15 bullish FUG and did not take previous day high. That's why buying idea is better than selling. Yeah, man, if you're bullish, stick to it, bro. LOL, bruh, show the losses. The trade literally took and then it just automatically got canceled if you were watching the stream. So you just acted completely off emotions there, bro? No. Did you take any trades? We took one short. Did you take 50 minutes about to get inverted? Have faith in it if you're in. I've held this entire since the 10-10 market maker sell. Yeah. Was helpful for beginning, but you cannot flip positions. Was helpful for beginning, but you cannot flip positions. Sure you can. Why not? Chop chop. You didn't take anything. Took the one short. I think it's that last time. You want longs or shorts? Nothing now. Should we wait for the macros? Macros probably the best time to wait for now. Honestly, Fungi Brew, you might as well just leave, bro. No point in you staying here. ES first presentation, I was just waking in. Damn, everyone's like really tripping up. Why is everyone in chat super tripping up, bro? Why is everyone like going crazy? Acting like we like lost like 20 trades in a row or something. It was confusing. There was no clear bias. Took one short. That's it. Why is everyone acting like the world has ended, bro? Yeah, I feel like some people are trying to full port copy trade. What do time and price mean to you? Just aligning power of 3 with the distribution. Nothing's wrong with watching a trading stream, but make sure you know your model. Yeah, I know my model, bro. 15-minute inverse. You usually have the same thought pattern like I do. Yeah, it happens. It was tough there. I mean, that's why. Did you guys watch me push the button? No, man. I didn't push the button. Because I was confused. I was confused. It's going to happen sometimes. Sometimes it's going to be confusing. This is confusing. It's neutral order flow, right? Your bias is long or short? Honestly, now I don't know. Right now, if I had to guess, I think it goes lower, but I can still paint a picture for longs. To me, that's low probability. You know? Yeah, still. I don't know, everyone's tripping. Time distortion? Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's just, it's accumulating, trying to trip people up. That's basically what it does. Why is it 10:30 P3 not 11? Because 9:30 open? I'm looking at my, I'm literally, I said 9:30 is like the 4-hour candle open. So I frame my PO3s on every single hour after 9:30. Yeah, so 10:30. But you can also look at 10. So I'm looking at every 30 minutes. He just said he flipped the position so long. So yeah, I was gonna flip. No, if you listen carefully, what I said was I'm gonna wait for this next candle. This is what the next candle did. No trade. I mean, did you see me push the button? I think it can manipulate downside. Yeah, it could. 1050 macro. And honestly, I don't think we're gonna get another trade in this, but I'm gonna be a little bit patient. The only real way I can take a trade, my model's not gonna form. I don't think my model's gonna form here. Need a downside for an upside entry? Yeah, I mean, that would be a nice idea, but I don't even know if I'm bullish anymore. For me personally. It's okay to change bias. That's what we do almost every day. It's just modeling the training style. Yeah, I don't know why that's like, you guys are not allowed to change your bias. I mean, if I went in long here, we would have been stopped out like 2-3 times. Alright? So, it's a good thing we didn't try to keep longing. Sometimes you have to give up your bias. Some of my best trades were after flipping my bias. And to be honest, I mean, the majority of our bias played out. I mean, this was the level we were looking for pre-market, right? We just have to decide. We just have to decide at that point, is it going to continue or reverse? Originally, we thought it was going to continue. Gave us a nice little bit of a setup. But then it just failed, you know? And now this looks pretty clear to me, in my opinion. Looks like it's going to stay one-sided lower. When I say protraction, what do you mean? Protraction is one of my models. It's a continuation model. What's that indicator that tells you the time, midnight open and stuff? It's called ICT kill zones and pivots, TFO. Yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, I think it goes lower here. I think ES reaches this level and this high stays safe. This is an intermediate term high now. So I think that's the main idea. Even this is a 2R idea. The model's not really there, if I'm being honest. The model's not quite there. We can tape read it. I mean, bearish fair value gap inversion. Yeah, this goes lower, I think. Hey, bro. The macro at the bottom is an indicator. I put it myself, brother. This is just me putting the macro indicator. It's not an indicator. I just put it myself. The template. We pushing during. I think we take out the sell side here for sure. Now, the fact that it's leaving this inversion like that inside the macro. Yeah, we took one. Why do you mark out Asian range with standard deviations? It helps me project how far the day can go. Very simple. Just projects how far. Like, we normally don't get -2, -2.5. We don't usually go that far from Asia, right? So it's a good target, you know? Because that's why I was a little bit skeptical here too. Why I was a little bit more patient was because we've almost made it to -2 standard deviations of Asia. We don't normally get 2 and 4. Like, that's pretty rare. So we've kind of exhausted both sides, if that makes sense. This should speed up here. We want speed here. We literally just said the same thing. Lots of it. It should, yeah, because there's nothing here. There's no reason here to slow down. It should just run to the low. Although it might be an SMT with ES. Yeah, you can make a model off that. I use it every day. We're trading back here. There's a lot of downside potential for this trade, too. Everyone who got mad that I flipped my bias, like, you have to change your bias sometimes. You have to. What's up, bro? It's been a while. I've already have a lot of viewers. Went back when I was watching with only 10 to 20. Oh my god, Ryuk. I remember you, bro. You used to be here when I had like 10 viewers. There's no need to be toxic in the chat, guys. No point. Just focus on your trading, man. What everyone else thinks doesn't matter. You're just here to improve. People are gonna hate no matter what you do. Nah, you good, bro. It's all love. Exactly what you said. Best traders flip bias fast. Sometimes I flip my bias like this, man. Sometimes all it takes is one candle. Yep, this is my second short now. I got stopped on the first short. What was the reason for your bias flip? My protraction model didn't form where it was supposed to. I mean, that's the true honesty. That's the true honesty. My bias at market open, I was looking for this level. My idea going into the day was I was bullish, but even if I was wrong about my bias, there was a very good chance we were gonna come here. That's why originally I wanted to get long in here. Once we reach this level, that's where I started asking myself, okay, are we gonna reverse from here or continue? Now originally I was looking for a continuation, but it didn't form. When my model forms, I know how it looks. It's not here. So I went short. We got a very deep retracement here that stopped me out at the body. And yeah, that's it. That's all. Flip my bias. Look at that 5-minute gap. I don't see it. Is it on the micro? You can destroy today. I mean, it's definitely playing both sides, but I wouldn't say seek and destroy. Wouldn't say seek and destroy. Looks like this one would have failed too. There you go, bro. Everyone gets cooked. You're in long. Good luck, bro. We never inverted the 15. I don't know why I'm still holding this short. Can I long now? Now me, I'm still up since first FEG. You're still in longs, bro. And you've probably been out today, but any trades today? Yeah, we took the one short here. And then got popped at the body there. I took it on screen, but then I don't know what happened. It literally just disappeared from the screen. I don't know where it went. Not me, my SL is on the HR1. Or he stops all the way up there. You're still in at break even. Good luck, bro. Too choppy? Yeah, perhaps too choppy. Thanks for the short. I am funded now. Finally, I know you don't like people saying copying you, but it is what it is. Nice, bro. Yo, hit my entry perfectly and went up. The retracing was insane. There you go, bro. Passed my combine. Nice, bro. I still sell. Yeah, I think it can still go lower, but like I said, it's gonna be really tough. Reversal of hopes and dreams. You have an opinion on the crypto space where everything's kind of recovering, Bitcoin all-time highs? I have no opinion on the crypto space. Honestly, I don't study the crypto markets. I don't study the crypto markets. You blew your 50K account. It's okay, bro. Even ICT himself got cooked with shorts. Did he post a loss? Daddy, why when I enter on TradingView I don't have a stop or TP? I don't know. That's what happened to me too, Philip. It like got me out for like no reason. You think NQ will retrace 3 or 4% down and fill in on volume imbalance? On the daily? If we go lower, but I'm gonna be straight up. I have no idea where this is gonna go. This might just stay sideways. Usually when I don't know, it just goes sideways. Like I don't know if that's a I don't know if that's like a that makes even sense, but um when I don't know where it's gonna go, it usually just goes sideways. I really don't see where this is going, to be honest. It's so neutral, it's crazy. Yeah, that short was good to midnight open, but like there's nothing clean, nothing expansive. We took out Asia high and low, London high and low, New York high and low. Actually, we didn't take out New York low, so it's over here. We left these equal lows on yes, so that's why I still think it can go lower. Maybe lunch, but I don't think I'm gonna be here to capture it. Pre-market with subset selling versus 50-minute buy is still short. No, I was bullish going into market open, but after we met my objective, which was this imbalance, at that point I was like kind of neutral. Like I had to wait and see. After we came here, I had to wait and see what was gonna happen. You know? Yep, that's just me. But I was trying to get long originally here. Okay, SMC short. Honestly, listen, I'm gonna tell you guys listen, take it from me. I have diligently back tested the last 4 years. Diligently. Multiple times each year. When I tell you I truly think like these last 1 to 2 weeks were the hardest price action to navigate. Nah, never mind. It really isn't. I tried. It's not the hardest. It is tough though. It is really tough. There were some times in 2023, even 2024, it was just like unbelievable. But the thing is, let me tell you why. There's hard price action and then there's bad price action. This is hard price action. This is price action that really makes you trip. Like you want to get in long here, but there's just no entries. So it's like testing you. Like it's like get in, FOMO, get in, FOMO. You know, like it's testing you. You have to be patient. And then the same thing here. You know, that didn't really happen in the past as much in my experience in those 4 years backtest. Um, but in terms of like sideways markets, I've seen like New York sessions that are like this the entire session, like 40 point, 50 point ranges. And people are saying like this is the worst. It's not the worst price action, but it might be the hardest, you know, because the volatility, it might be the hardest price action. It just might be, you know. Like this it probably is the hardest price action the last 1 to 2 weeks I've ever seen. I don't think it's the most sideways. I've seen really, really bad price action. I don't like blaming price action, but I've seen price action where there's just like no trade opportunities whatsoever. But that's fine, because as long as you have a model that I guess kind of makes sense, like you don't take trades in like this, right? There's no models, there's no setups, or at least for me. But price action like this and price action like it's been the last 2 weeks, you have to be so nimble and patient. It's like testing you. Like it really is testing you. A lot of consolidation, and then it expands, and you're like, can I trust this, or is it gonna go sideways? You trust it, and then it goes sideways. You don't trust it, it expands, and it messes with your mental. It's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy price action. But listen, you don't have to be profitable in this price action. You just have to survive it. You know, you're not going to be profitable every single week, every single month, every single quarter. It's not possible. I mean, quarter maybe, depending. I've always been profitable by the end of the quarter in backtest, but not every month. Red month. This is probably gonna be a red month for us. All in all, mind you, I've been trading evals, but red month is red month. How old are you? I'm 22. When VIX gets below 15, ranges are tight. Yeah, literally just spot on, taking base hits, trying to wait it out. Exactly, bro. Just take your 1 to 2 R. Survive. It's all about survival in this game. It really is. Yeah, preserve capital in the end. Preserve capital is the goal. We can tape read this long idea. Bullish for value gap. If we get an OB here, that's my model for longs. If I'm bullish, I don't have a bias right now or a draw on liquidity. So that's why I'm not saying it's not actually my model, but we can tape read. Maybe something like this. I don't know. You're right. 8 years of trading this month is one of the hardest, but still green. Nice, bro. What have you noticed in your experience trading against the trend, looking for smaller scalps? You just got to be really patient. This is the forever model. Is this his model? Well, he trades the order block that forms from a fair value gap. Yeah, there you go, man. If you trade his model. Please answer you. What's up, brother? Sorry. How long did it take you to become profitable? I mean, I got my first payout after like 3 or 4 months of studying. Then I had a pretty large neutral phase, and these last couple months were pretty good for me. But this month has been tough for me. May's been tough. Honestly, surprisingly, May is actually just one of my worst months. It's been pretty much repeating. It's been a bad month for me, period. You know, straight up. Do you Fibonacci? Not really. You just need to know when you're trading against the trend, like against higher time frame. If you are, there's nothing wrong with it. You just have to make sure. Like, I take it from me if you want to take it from me, or take it from someone else who's probably said the same thing. It really does not matter how you want to trade. You just need to know exactly what you're looking for. You need to know what you're looking for. That's it. You should know. You know? No, I'm not in this trade. I'm just tape reading. If I was bullish, then yeah, I could take this trade, but it's only on the only way I could actually take this to meet my criteria is if I actually believed we would trade to this high. I don't know if we're going to take to this high, so I don't take this trade. FTMO is good, yeah. How to make the switch to futures? Just get a futures account, brother. Nothing more than that. Yeah, don't copy trade. Forever models like combining market maker, but entries IFG. Yes, it's cleaner though. Oh, cool. Okay, nice. Those equal lows are nice, yeah. Do you have to change anything? What's the margin on AM futures? It's, what do you mean like you you need it's the same as TradeOvate. It's like $100 for a micro. For a micro ES, it's $46. Micro ES is $46. The mini's 1,000. The micros NQ micros 100 per contract, and then if it gets 80% drawdown, they call you up. Which live account? I'm using right now Interactive Brokers and AMP Futures. But if I was in the US, I would use TradeOvate. AMP Futures has been a pain in my butt, man. It sucks. Being in Canada sucks. W Trade. This is a tape read, guys. This is a tape read. Daily bias is so bullish because bullish fog got filled and then FEG got filled and got the reaction. It's possible, yeah. Would you recommend me to move to Canada from the UK? Honestly, I heard a lot about UK. I feel like it's just as bad. Nope, I'm not in the US. I'm in Toronto. Yeah, I could relate. AMP is a headache to register. For real, man. For real. The 15 inverted. Oh yeah, I did. One tick. Everything from Canada is harder. Now let's clear up the chart here. No, I don't think I'm gonna take anymore. I really don't have a clear draw. I mean, these equal lows are nice, but there's nothing here that will form for me. It's just not there for me. We have an S&T here. I was thinking about moving to Canada. It's not ideal, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It's not ideal. Got you. Eval, nice, bro. Everything is harder in Canada. I swear it is, bro. I swear it is. Yeah, ES has equal lows. It's correct. That's correct. That is correct. I like the idea, Garrett. It's just I don't know if the daily's ready to go that low. But I don't know. How many evals do you think you have blown? I don't know, 20, 30, 40 maybe. I have no idea, bro. Like zero idea. How many evals? Just sometimes I've just gotten Apexes at discounts. I've just gotten like 5, copy traded them all, and blew them in like 1 minute. I've done it before. It happens. What pairs this is Nasdaq futures. UPO session at lunch. We invert this daily. Yeah, it's possible. The thing is, the way I see it is, I think this is an inside week, and then maybe next week we get something like this from the weekly BIST that's created. I think this is an inside week. That's all. It's just an inside week. So if you are bearish, I'm not outlining any trade ideas or anything. I'm just making annotations. Doesn't have to go all the way down there, but if you are. Blue another eval. It's all good, bro. That's what they're meant for. Are you originally from the UK? No. Would you recommend Apex or Top Step? Between the two, if that's your only two options, Top Step. I would take this from the mitigation candle formed. Yeah. Daddy, what do you think about using previous day's first presentation? I think it's totally fine. You can do it. Just make sure you backtest it first. I've never backtested it, and I don't plan on. If anybody in chat wanted to make a trade, do not enter anymore. The move is done. What? What? Everything I've used, I've backtested very diligently. Yes. Anything you see me use, I have backtested. If I have not backtested it, I do not use it. Even like ICT's new definition of first presentation, like I haven't really backtested it, but it does make sense. So we might have to start implementing it. Trading off first present. Yep, I have 100%. It works nice with my model, so I've integrated it. Can you show your standard deviation settings? This is my typical one. This is just my typical one, but I have a couple. Maybe. This looks like it'll take out these lows at midnight open, but we'll see. How shorts are perfect market. Yeah, I'm annotating if someone was bearish where they could potentially look for a short using my model. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't have a clear draw. That's why I'm not trading this. I'm honestly still not convinced. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna go lower, but I mean right now it's outside my session anyway. Like this is as clear as it looks. This is as clear as it's been. When once we put in the SMT and we got the change in the state, we're still respecting that 10-minute bearish. This is as clear as it's been, but now it's outside my trading window, so it's not for me anyways. I usually don't enter past the 11:10 macro or 10:50 to 11:10. So I'll stay here and outline. I don't mind. But like I have mental capital to reserve, you know? It's more important than the actual money, I guess. I would take this trade from the mitigation candle formed. It's a break right here. Down 2%. That's okay, bro. Is 2% something you're comfortable losing? Or is that too much? Speaking of 2%, let me see if I can make that deposit now, bro. I'm gonna have to call the bank. Ugh. Looking for shorts? No, I'm not looking for anything. I'm just tape reading. A bit more than you'd want to, but it's the eval. Okay, that's okay. Deep retracement here, but it's been sloppy all morning, so. How do you approach the passive 50K eval? Risk 500, take profit at 1,000 or 1,500. Try to win 3 trades or 2 trades. Lose 17 evals thus far, but the show goes on. I believe in you, bro. I don't know what Nero coin is, bro. I don't do crypto. Let's go. I blew my account. Congratulations, bro. On to better things now. Where are you trading now? NQ is the only thing I trade. Long here? I'm not trading this, man. How are you calculating risk? I mean, normally I do it from the drawdown, but I think it's just easier for everyone if we do it from the account size. So 1% meaning 500. Are you using forever model? I don't know what that is. I use my own. I have my own model. $180 viewers, but only 20 likes. Come on, guys. Everyone's just a copy trader, man. They're not here for the love. They just want the copy trade, shorting after a TS move up. Yeah, could be a turtle soup idea. Equal highs. Possible. I don't know. I'm not even gonna bother. This is the worst week. The winners who didn't trade. Yeah. Probably. What is TS? TS stands for turtle soup. It's just selling above an old high. So for example, if we wick this high, you just sell it like right there. It's the same FEG, S&P, lower time frame, looking for OBS, AD, execute. Yeah, there you go. If that's your model, as long as you know what you're looking for, brother. TS equals this shit. Probably switching to trading ES. My model are cleaner in ES always. As long as you have the data to trust that, then sure, bro. Just don't switch just because one or two times, though. If you don't mind me asking, how much have you made trading? In total, including live? It's a good question, bro. I don't know. Something in the 5 figures, but not high. Not high. Maybe like 15. If you're including my stock account. I've had several payouts. My stock account did really well in those swing trades. How much time have you been trading? I've been trading ICT for a year and a half. Almost 2 years. Almost 2 years, ICT. Are you profitable? I mean, I would say so, but some would disagree. But I think I'm consistently profitable. I've been consistently profitable. Consistent. Not consistently in profits, but consistently making more than I'm losing. And for me, that's it. So I just have to continue what I'm doing. I have multiple 50Ks, but I've been trading evals just recently. You took the high there. Someone said turtle soup. Yep, I am Muslim. When me making money on trading, once you realize that the only thing that needs to change is your attitude, that's when you start making money. You ever go live at 2 p.m.? Very rarely. You trade PM sessions? Sometimes. You think I should apply for a fund when I'm paper trading $700+ a day? If you're making $700+ a day consistently, I mean, depends how much you're risking, but sounds like you're fine, bro. Did you take a trade a while ago? Yeah, it was a long time ago. When does the PM session start? It starts at 1:30. Sometimes your best trades will form at 2 o'clock, though. How long should a beginner paper trade till they're ready to open a live? Once you're ready, you know. You don't have to ask anyone. You should know. ICT recommends 6 months. I don't think there's a number you can put on it. I think it's just when you know, you know. 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 They're resonating us? What is that? What does that mean? Price isn't moving up the 15-minute bullish FEG. It's neutral. We are neutral, brother. Oh, blessing. Oh, is that what serenading is? Did you exit long? I didn't take any longs, brother. I was just tape reading. Honestly, I'm just here reading chat now. We have a sell and a buy model on the 1 minute. That's why we are stuck. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. The way I'm seeing it is we're simply at 50% of the daily range. Or I guess we're more in premium than discount, so there's that. But we've been consolidating around 50% for some time. So does CFTC not work anymore? Just tough market, bro. So hold on. Let me get something right here. The 50% consistency rule. 50% consistency rule has to be, it's your best day, right? Your best day. Damn. Your best day cannot be 50% of total profits. Or is it best trade? The daily bias the most important thing? It doesn't have to be daily bias, just bias in general. Your best day. Right. So hold on. Because this might change how I do evals. Let's say you lose 500 on an eval. Can you then make 2,000? And that justifies the 1,500? For like a 50K, like assuming it's a 50K? Do you get what I'm saying? No, the same day. You lose 500, and then in that same day you make 2,000. You're only up 1,500 on the day. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Interesting. You can even lose 1,500 and make 3K. Damn, that changes things. So really, I could just try to force it in 2 days then, you know? Like, even if I lose one. Because I've always, like, that's always made me waste so much time on evals, if I'm being honest. But I don't have to waste time anymore. Because then you can just, if you lose like one trade, well, honestly, you can just size up or just like look for a better risk to reward trade. Make sure ECB sits at 1530 if you wanted to make it a single trade with CBS low plus fees. Yeah, of course. Yeah, obviously you got to be like perfect with it, but today's PAs, who. Yeah, PA right now is anyone who goes short, aggressively move opposite. Anyone who goes long, aggressively move opposite. Eventually we'll run on the extremes. I've gone from 1K to 2.5 EOD in past. Yeah, there you go, bro. On Apex, you always just do it in 1 or 2 days. Yeah, I feel like now, if it's me, I'm going to try to full port it and just do it in 1 to 2 days as well. Because I CBA. Can't be wasting any time. Daddy, do you want market crash if I buy? They're like $30. Yeah, they're really cheap. FUG in 1 minute sweep and SSL long position? Yeah, maybe. See you, Tim. We're stuck hard, yeah. I love trading. This shit is fun. How to be aware of this type of market condition? The daily chart is probably the best tool. It's been sideways on the daily. I fear this probably will last some more time. I like 2 to 3 minis and try to catch 50 points. Yeah, so you just go for it. Yeah, makes sense, bro. To be honest, save yourself the effort and time. We took the 1 short. Yeah, of course. The weeks I start my eval, I get the worst markets. Could be worse, bro. Could be funded. Could be unfunded, right? That's why it's all about survival, man. Something that used to happen to me all the time was I used to trade evals and the market was really clean. The markets were really clean. And then I would get to my fund and it would be bad and I would go on tilt and blow it. But that's just the truth, you know? Like, it's going to be bad sometimes. You're not supposed to be always winning every day, especially if you're trading every day. Right? You just have to survive, you know? It's all about survival. It's also the downside of trading prop firms, right? I mean, you have a little bit of drawdown. But it's the price you pay, right? If your risk management is proper, even with 40% win rate, you can be, bro, 100%. Risk management is everything. You can still win and avoid losses in this. You can. It's possible, but it's harder. Take care, bossing. Go to the bank. What pop firms have you gotten a payout from? Top Step and Alpha. That's it. I never managed to get one from Apex, but I have been funded with them. I'm in high school. My savings are gone by these market conditions. You shouldn't be putting your savings into these markets, bro. That's not a good thing to do. That is a recipe for disaster, brother. Recipe for disaster. Anyways, I appreciate everyone coming through. Tough market, but we'll be back tomorrow. I will see you guys live again tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Stay tuned for the Alpha Futures giveaway and discount. I'm gonna post it later today for those who wanted a better price for an eval. That'll be available hopefully. So take care. Appreciate everyone coming through, and I'll see you guys. Peace, peace, peace.